Good morning, my name is Eddie from the Daily Informer, here to give you unbiased news updates on what's happening around the world. We start today with news on international meetings, borders, and foreign relations around the world. In updates from Europe, representatives from Iran and the United States met at the Bergenstock Resort in Switzerland. This meeting marks the first talks between the two nations since the signing of the Islamabad Memorandum. Officials from Pakistan and Qatar helped manage the discussion. Meanwhile, a news agency reports that Iran plans to keep the Strait of Hormuz closed. The restriction will stay in place until a ceasefire begins in the Lebanon war and changes are made regarding oil sales. Following the announcement, ship tracking showed 5 ships passing through the waterway, which is down from 26 ships the day before. In a United Nations Security Council meeting, the government of Saudi Arabia spoke for the Arab group and repeated its call for a long-term ceasefire in Gaza. In another development from the region, the military and the intelligence agency of Israel stated that a commander from the Palestinian Islamic Jihad group was targeted and killed. Turning to Lebanon, the defense minister of Israel announced that troops will not leave the location of Beaufort Castle. Next, the president of Syria stated that the nation will not take part in the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. This statement followed requests from the President of the United States. Now, let's look at an update regarding public health tracking. In quarantine developments, the final passenger from the United States left the National Quarantine Unit at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. This concludes the isolation period for the people from the United States who were affected by the hantavirus outbreak on the cruise ship named MV Hondius. Moving on to updates regarding government leadership and election results. In South America, citizens in Colombia went to the polls for a second round of voting to choose a president. The election was a choice between a candidate from a group on the political right and a candidate from a group on the political left. The candidate from the political right won the vote by a small margin. Meanwhile, in Africa, the National Election Board of Ethiopia announced that the political party of the prime minister will hold a majority of seats in parliament following the general election. Finally, let's turn to milestones from international soccer. At the World Cup, Kevin Pina, a player, scored the first goal in tournament history for the nation of Cape Verde during a 2-2 tie against Uruguay. Also at the tournament, the national team of Egypt secured its first victory in World Cup history by defeating New Zealand with a score of 3-1. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, stay informed, but don't let fear do your thinking for you.